Hi, this is Hossein Zia Shakri with the Spectra Logic. It's good to be talking to you here at NAB 2022.
Yeah, welcome to NAB 2022. It's great to be back. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. My name is Todd Arnold. I'm the West Coast Regional Sales Manager for Media and Entertainment for Spectra Logic, and looking forward to having a wonderful show. We're announcing a bold transformation. As you can see, all of our displays attest to that. And we've always been known as a tape company for 40 years, and while we're not taking a step back from tape, we're taking a major step forward into transforming into more of a software-driven, workflow-driven, and solutions-driven company.
Really, our focus of the focus of the company is these days all about what sort of solutions we can provide to help actually manage the data. So whether it is on-prem or whether it is in the cloud, whether it is somewhere between the hybrid model or multiple cloud, all of our newly developed software platforms are designed to specifically manage data better. Whether that is based on tape or cloud or object storage disk, those are all solutions that we can provide. Let's talk about the store cycle, because I think that's one of the products that is very popular in the West region. Todd?
Yeah, Store Cycle has been an amazing product for us. We've got quite a few deployments in the media and entertainment space, and really it's a way to manage your unmanaged data. So if you don't have that MAM solution in your post house or your sports team, and you want to get a hold of that unwrangled, that data that's just all over your tier ones, we can go in, we can scan that data, take analysis of that data, and then based on policies and permissions, we can move that to more economic tiers and restore it back to that primary tier when it needs to be reanalyzed, re-edited, whatever needs to be done to it. We can seamlessly make that transition of that content between those tiers with our Store Cycle product.
One of the cool things about it is also, in post or in any other customer environment, usually if there are multiple sites, one of the things that the Store Cycle can do, and we're going to talk about it here, is that you can have different instances of Store Cycle running on different sites, and you can share basically globally among these different sites, and basically, so it's a good tool also for content sharing between sites or collaboration and stuff like that. So that's a new thing that we've done with this product. So it's a very popular product, especially in post-production houses, in the smaller house of worship, education, corporate media. It's been very, very successful.
Well, and I think what I failed to mention is it's also S3 compliant. So if one of those storage pools that you want to move that content to is cloud, any one of the major clouds, the Wasabis, the Amazons, the Googles, we can make that a tier of storage and make that content accessible through Store Cycle as well.
Yeah. In fact, that's a good segue, because pretty much all the software platforms that the Spectra has developed and are announcing and talking about, it has a element of cloud connectivity and nativity with the cloud. So in fact, the next product we're going to talk about, our Spectraveil, is a storage platform that actually help manage data globally across any number of sites, across any number of cloud, across any number of storage classes, as you would see like S3 or IA or Glacier. It does all of that, and it provides a central place where you could search for any data anywhere for any user at any time. And that's a huge aspect of what's going on these days.
And I think one of the cool things about Veil is if you have already got a bucket of data, it's sitting at an S3 cloud solution somewhere, and that data already exists, and you deploy Veil, we can go and we can adopt that bucket. So we can see that content, we can adopt it, bring it into the database of Veil, and be able to manage that content, even if it wasn't put there through the Veil solution itself.
Yeah. Another major element of Veil, not only is about data management and visibility of asset anywhere, but another very important aspect of Veil is, and as is in multi-cloud, multi-site environment, is the data movement, is making sure that the content is at the right place at the right time. And you want to be able to do that not only in a manual way, but also you want to automate that, because you achieve efficiency by automating, especially tasks that do routinely. So between rich policy engines or APIs or synchronization of buckets across different sites and all that, we can actually help orchestrate workflows across any number of sites, any number of clouds, and any number of storage tiers. And that's a very important aspect of Veil.
And being that it is already connected to clouds and multi-cloud, and a portion of it can be up in the S3, in the AWS marketplace, you can leverage all of those tools that those cloud vendors also provide. So that content can be manipulated up there in AWS and be part of that Veil ecosystem as it's leveraging all those tools that AWS and Google and some of the other cloud providers give you those tools.
Yeah. So what else have we talked? We can talk about our, these days with everybody's looking at their whole infrastructure. They're looking 3 years, 5 years, 10 years down the road, and in this new environment of ours, they're looking, is the current infrastructure give us what we want, help us achieve our vision, our goal 3 to 5 years down the road? So a lot of these software tools that we've created, they all work together, and we can actually look at the customer's vision and goal. We can actually put an infrastructure in place for them that meets that goal. So we have a lot of tools also where we can help the customers migrate their assets from a legacy system to a new modern platform, one that can actually extend beyond the use of cloud or best of breed cloud services in different sites, or to make content globally available to everybody. So regardless of where the data comes in immediately, that data is available to whoever wants to use it immediately. Those are the kind of stuff that we're doing.
Yeah, and I led off with, we're no longer focused primarily on tape, but let's not forget tape, right? With our new solutions, we also have our Black Pearl will write to tape in an object format, and what we'll call now is on-prem Glacier. So it's a Glacier storage solution, deep storage solution on tape, on-prem, so you don't have to give your assets, give your content up to some place where you don't know where it's sitting. So we can provide an on-prem Glacier through our Black Pearl at writing to tape.
Right.
And I think that's huge.
Yeah. So, you manage data, obviously all this data have to reside somewhere. So not only tape, but it's also about object storage. And for object storage, there's a lot of benefit to that because it provides really fast access, obviously, to whatever you need. But you can also help mitigate or lower the egress cost associated with the cloud. So if you have object storage on-prem and you have a lot of content in the cloud, then not only gain performance, but also you can better manage your costs. So one of the other things that we've done is we now have S3 compatible object storage that you can scale basically up to 20 petabyte in a single rack. But we also have capabilities to power, coalesce power basically on object storage. That's another form of our object storage that we also offer. And these days, when you talk about sustainability, which is a huge thing to every corporate, basically, that is one great way of bringing that degree of sustainability to a storage that they use. So as you can see, basically, we have a whole breadth of software and hardware and services to do what customers need.
And along the lines of the Black Pearl, the object disks that we were talking about, if the client needs file-based NAS, well, that Black Pearl can also be set up as a 20 petabyte a rack NAS as well. And that works fantastic for project parking or a place to put your projects while it's sitting idle, waiting to be moved back to that tier 1, that high performance tier to be edited and modified.
Yeah. So at the end of this whole thing, basically, one of the biggest things that we've done some and we're going to continue to focus on is how do you manage your assets? How do you know the value of your assets? What is the cost of assets relative to the value that it brings to the table? So we're doing a lot of work in that area as well too, so our customers have better visibility and decision-making tools to figure out what should they keep, what maybe there are other sources to get that. So tracking that stuff is also a major tool for a lot of our customers and that they've been asking for.
In all these tools, we've added so much to our things that we can bring to customers, and it's so diverse in what it can do. We become more a consultative company as well. So we go in and we ask, what are your issues? What are your problems? How can we help you solve the workflow challenges that you're facing today? Rather than just walking in with a single product, we can really sit down and guide a customer through the help of our amazing solution architects that design something that from front to back and give them a cohesive workflow that works specifically for them, not just a generic, this is how it's supposed to be done solution.